everybody. So, we are in Bali, and the program is 24 hours from being officially over. I know. Calm down. That's something that's major to handle, right? Right? I know. But, I can say it's been certainly enjoyable, memorable, for the good and the bad. Um, everything class related was good though. Yeah, but we're in Bali and I've been just taking pictures and doing little things here and there. Because I wanted to do a video either the first day we were in Bali and right before we left, or the day before we left and the day of leaving. Um, just to kind of, have a wrap up, sum up, and then tomorrow's video will just be my goodbyes to Bali. I'll take you guys to the beach. Oh my gosh, how crazy is that? Yeah, which I spent a lot of time on the beach lately, if you couldn't tell. But aside from all of that and chit chat, small talk, let me tell you about the last 3 days. So Sunday we were here in Bali, and it was our first day. Um, so well, it was our first day in the hotel that we're at Lagawa, yeah, Hotel Lagawa. Um, so what better way to spend my day than to do it on the beach, having fun in the sun? That was an utter lie. I was actually on the beach in the shade in a chair doing work. I know, crazy. But it was really enjoyable. I sat there. I went out there at like 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock in the morning, and I just kind of sat down, wrote some stuff out, did some typing, listened to some music that was already on my laptop because we don't have internet at the beach, which is completely fine and understandable because who really wants to be tied to a phone or a laptop when you have pristine blue water and clean sand and the breeze blowing and just peace and people frolicking about and skin tan and being asked to get a manicure pedicure by a local. I mean, nobody wants the internet in the middle of that. So yeah, that's what I did, and I've been doing my same skirt wears dress method. I know, crazy. To kind of, I don't know, cope with the heat and the breeze and the coolness of Bali. So I wore my blue skirt on Sunday, and I just kind of did my own thing. Um, One second, is the toilet still flushing? Sorry, our toilet flushes and then it does not stop flushing. So it's not the problem that our toilet does not flush and never flushes. It's the problem that it starts flushing and then it never stops flushing. So you're just kind of like, oh, get up in the middle of the night, go use the bathroom, come back to bed. You're like, oh, I'm being lulled to sleep by a rainstorm. Wait, no, it's not raining. My toilet is still running. How fun. But let's see, yeah, so that's all I did. I've been writing the past couple days, so that's good. Writing for class and just kind of writing down whatever rambles through my head. Um, and I people watched, and there are these dogs. I know, I'm a dog person, right? That just are running rampant. And they're not hurting anyone, they're not posing a threat, they're just kind of doing their own thing. And initially, I was told by on the trip that rabies is a major problem in Bali and how to stay away from rabid dogs. And then I also know that Bali is a really big tourist destination. Like you hear Indonesia, people think Bali. Okay, that's completely fair. And there are people on this island right now, as I speak, that have And some people that had, and now they have because they did things with people that have, such as selling things. That means that now they have what they didn't have. And if a dog comes by and goes, bah, rah, rah, the po-po will take your freedom away. Do you get what I'm saying? Okay. Because a dog came up to me and he was like, and he kept going, and I was like, are we serious? Did I just get sniffed by a drug sniffing dog? It's happened before. And the last time it happened, I was in the airport in Vienna, and the dog came by and was like, oh, oh, and the man looked at me, and I looked at him, and I had to make a decision right there at that point in time. I was like, do I take the snacks that I have out of my clothing, somewhere on my person, in my bag, and give it to little Cujo here? Or do I just smile and blink as if I don't know what's going on? So I smiled and blinked like I didn't know what was going on because I was not coming up off of my snacks. Nope, did not do that. Here, instead, I didn't see any police around. So that let me know the dog was just doing his own thing. And they just kind of walk around and they don't bark at you. Some of them follow you, but not all the time. They're just kind of there, chilling, hanging out. Like you're frolicking on the beach. They're like, hey, I'm frolicking on the beach too. But they all have collars. So I was like, oh, all these dogs have owners. But where is their owners? I don't have any. I think what it is that the stray dogs have collars on them to let people know that they are not rabid. And those dogs that do not have collars on them are owned by someone. Because I've seen 3 or 4 dogs that are just running around. They don't have collars, and there's a person by them, and it's like, oh, okay, that dog is owned by this person. We're good. We are good. We're good to go. So I think that's what's happening. I'm not really sure. I'm going to have to ask Dr. Nelly about that tonight at our last dinner together because I'm still a little fuzzy on that. And if Fuzzy Wuzzy comes up to me tomorrow and he's barking and leaning to the side, we're going to have some major problems. Because once you get bit and get the rabies, you got to take pills before you're able to come back from that. So I'm trying to avoid that. Anyways, yeah, so Sunday, that's what I did. I sat on the beach for like 3 or 4 hours, and I just wrote and caught up with work, got ahead, did some other things I needed to do. Basically, everything I did involved not having internet. Crazy. And then I just came back to the room, chilled out for a little bit, walked around because we're in Sanur. Walked around a little bit in Sanur. Yeah, that was it. I was gonna go back to the beach and do some more work before the sun went down, but I didn't have a chance to do it, which is completely fine. And then Monday we had class, right? No, sorry, complete lies. We had class Sunday, and that was like our last class, and it was really, really good. We compared and contrasted how we felt about Bali, how we felt about Java, how we felt about those places in Java that we went to, the way that we were able to see and interpret Islam, maybe in architecture, the manner in which people were having conversation, and then how we felt about the ashram. We went to an ashram on the 30th of June, kind of the last day of June, go to an ashram while we're in Bali to really get a feel for how Hinduism in Bali is. Beyond just kind of observing it. And I really liked it. It was really, really in-depth, really cool. And now, but now it's just kind of like, or during our class session, Dr. Nelly was like, what's your most favorable experience? What's your most unfavorable experience? What would you like to have done more of? What would you not like to do more of? And we went through that whole little spiel, and then I was on the internet for a little while since they only have internet in the front lobby, which it took me 2.5 hours with an IT manager and the night manager to find out that my laptop, this wonderful ThinkPad that Wake Forest has given me, which I'm really happy that I was blessed with, was not able to connect to the internet. So how crazy is that, right? I know. And then after that, I just took a shower, laid down, and proceeded to watch Lord of the Rings, Two Towers. Yeah, I know, because we have HBO and National Geographic and an Australian Geographic channel, which I did not know existed. 3 or 4 different news channels. Yeah, basically we've got TV and it's on and popping. I also watched the season finale of Desperate Housewives, like the last episode of Desperate Housewives ever. And I went to sleep halfway through it, but at least I know half of the plot. So there we go. Check and mate. Then yesterday, which was the 2nd of July, we were off on our own. We could do our own thing. And Dr. Nelly had a car hired for us, and a lot of people wanted to stay back. So Kay and I went to Kuta, which is like the big tourist spot in Bali. Lots of tourists go to Kuta. Kuta is a tourist city, and I loved it. I did a little bit of the tourist stuff. I went to the ground zero. It's really interesting. They have ground zero, like we have ground zero, but their ground zero is a memorial to the 177 people that died in July of 2002 as a result of a bombing in a club in Kuta. And they meant to hit a tourist spot that was heavily populated by tourists, and they did, but they were domestic terrorists, domestic extremist group. And so Kane and I were just kind of talking. We had a very philosophical type debate. We were just talking about how they do have ground zero, how it affected so many people. Like people were like relatives, like sisters or brothers were there. And did they wake up that morning and think, hey, we're just gonna go out and have a great day and then make plans, but then never get to finish them? It's like a to-do list, but you never get a chance to check off the last 2 things on your list, like ever, because your life ends. And it was really sad, but there were some people that were there taking pictures and smiling, and I didn't, just out of respect, but I kind of understand why people will go there and then take pictures. Maybe they have a special tie there. Maybe they don't. They just want to go see it and see what it's about. For example, Ground Zero. I took a picture smiling at Ground Zero. I took 2 photos smiling at Ground Zero, several. But I also was conscious that this place is a place of very deep meaning to other people. And so I wasn't trying to go crazy and be loud and sing random songs or stuff that you would do with a normal tourist attraction. That wasn't my approach to being at Ground Zero. And I noticed that wasn't the approach of most people that were there yesterday in Kuta. We also went to a mall in Kuta, their big mall, their big shopping mall. And I felt like I was in a completely different world. They had Cold Stone, Pizza Hut. They had everything that we have just about. I did not see a Wendy's, and no, I did not cry at that Wendy's because I wasn't there. But they also had different things. I got something from Sour Sally. This is something that confuses me. Sour Sally is by far some of the best frozen yogurt I've had in a very long time. It is U.S. patent non-fat frozen yogurt. Sour Sally does not exist in the United States, to my knowledge, or to the knowledge of the girl who was working there. Now, there was no high fructose corn syrup, no cornstarch, no corn derivatives in anything served at Sour Sally. They were playing Kesha and Akon like it was a club. And yet Sour Sally does not exist in the United States. And 9 times out of 10, half the frozen yogurt places that go to in the States have at least 80% of their things with high fructose corn syrup in it. Let's ponder that fact right now. Are we done pondering? What gives? Why do I have to make the sacrifice with my life? In America, where I was born, bred, and raised. And yet, I've got so much freedom abroad. And these people are getting their main product from America. Makes no sense. And it blows my mind. But at any rate, For the equivalent of less than $5, I got about half a liter of frozen yogurt with kiwi, peaches, and shaved almonds. And it was delicious. And God bless America. It was great. And Indonesia, I may come back and I may get a sour salad franchise one day and donate half the money to the Indonesian children. And then pocket the rest. Of course, it's American consumerism. I'm just kidding. Um, Yeah, so that's what I did. And I observed a lot of different kinds of people. We went to this place called Salvador, and it's Indonesian and like Western cuisine fusion type place. It's absolutely delicious. They had pasta there. And for 25,500 or 25,600 rupiah, I got this fettuccine pasta with a garlic, olive oil sauce, fresh shrimp, because Bali is known for its seafood, zucchini, chili, pepper mixed together. It was delicious. That was $2.56 of the best pasta I have had in my entire life. Kana gets carbonara without the bacon or the ham, and it's just mushrooms, the sauce, and the penne. Oh, it was so good. Everybody knows I enjoy my food. Everybody knows that meals for me, when I'm at home, not at wake most times, involve it's spiritual, it's mental, it's physical, it's the smell, it's the taste, it's the sound. It was awesome. And then for dinner, we went to a place called Cinnamon that was playing Bob Marley that had Asian and Italian and whatever else, Balinese, really, not really Asian, but more Balinese and some Italian dishes. And they had these hanging lights. I don't know. I'll post pictures of it. I felt like I was in a cinnamon swirl of all kinds of flavors because there were all kinds of things going on. And they played Bob Marley the entire time. Like, Buffalo Soldier came on twice. And I was like, yeah, Buffalo Soldier in the heart of America. It was great. I really, truly, thoroughly enjoyed that experience. And then and we had a very fun, eventful night. It was very, very fun. And this man, he like catches my attention. He's like, "Do you want me to take a picture of you?" Also, he took a picture of us. That was really sweet of him. And then we walked down to this place called Cafe Batu. Oh, it's really good, really different. I really enjoy it. And everybody kind of likes it. So I guess on my favorite list of favorite places to eat in Bali, it's on there. And they have this lemon cake. Oh, so good. Dr. Nelly calls and says, "Hi, would anyone like to order desserts? I can put the order in and you guys can come pick it up and pay for it." And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." So of course I got lemon cake. It was good. And then we just ate it there. So it was very, very enjoyable. I had a rough spot last night, but I got over it very quickly after I had my lemon cake. It was great. And I also checked out this place called Uluwatu, and it was started 25 years ago, and the whole point was to preserve the art, craft, and skill of making Balinese lace. Oh, the dresses in there are either black or white. That's it. And it is so beautiful. There's this one dress. It was strapless. It was form-fitting. And I was like, I could put this dress on and change the world. Yeah, I know. I know. That is a really over-the-top thing to say. But you know what? Believe it, because it would be possible. If I was willing to spend $100 to do so. I looked at a price tag. I was like, is that a million? Like a 1.000.000? No. We don't play those games because I was not sitting here with that much money in my pocket to be spending on a little dress when I have to pay for my own meals. I know. Oh, I almost forgot. Also on Sunday, while I was rocking my blue dress, we ran into these New Zealand guys. They were fun. We went out to dinner. We picked a random place as a group, which, you know how picking things as a group can be. I was like, all right, yeah, I'm down with this. You know, everybody's not always down. We're always going to find something on the menu. And that was the point. And we sit in the back, and they pull tables together for us. And there's this guy. A group comes in. There's this guy. He's like, hey, come here. Come here. Yeah, you. Come here. I'm talking to you. Yeah, come here. And we're like, oh, he's not talking to us. I was like, oh, my gosh, he's talking to the waitress like that? That's crazy. And then we realized he was not talking to a waitress. He walks over, stands beside Liz, and he's like, where you ladies from? And we're just like, what? And one comes over and he's like, in between Kana's here, I'm here. He's like in between us. They had just served us peanuts. And that's eating them. He's like, hey, what are you eating there? And I'm like, peanuts. Do you want some? He's like, yeah, sure, feed me those nuts. And so I was like feeding him peanuts, which wasn't weird to me because I'll feed anybody peanuts. I mean, it's basically what I'm saying is like it's not out of my personality. Just saying. And everybody knows that. I mean, I won't feed an animal, but I will feed a human. And some people think, like, I have one friend who just is like, a dog's mouth is cleaner than a human's. Blah, blah, blah. I love you. I love you. I'm just saying, it's kind of nasty. And so she like lets her dog like eat out her hand, and then she like keeps eating things. And I don't do that because at the end of the day, the dog licks itself, and I don't. So yeah. I fed a man peanuts. Oh, ooh, somebody's clutching their pearls out there, probably. Um, but yeah. And then they were like, we're going to buy you guys drinks. And I was like, are they trying to get us drunk? I was really in between. But one of them, I got the vibe that that wasn't really the case. And it wasn't. They were just, guys out. They were here for a wedding, one of their friends' weddings. But also they were training because they're like lifeguards and like really good lifeguards. And like 8 of them beat synchronized swimmers in the Oceania Games, which, I mean, you put that together, it's kind of like the Olympics for Oceania. And yeah, that's just the way it is. So we ended up hanging out with them. They wanted us to go to this place called the Night Market to get pancakes with banana and chocolate. And we were like, pancakes? A pancake is meant for breakfast. Maybe brunch. Maybe dinner. If you're going to have breakfast for dinner, have a full spread. But it is not a nighttime snack. In my opinion. I'm sure they're delicious. But you eat that crap in the morning, you burn it off, you eat like a salad for dinner or something, like keep it light, clean, and friendly. And they're like, no, we're going to have pancakes. And we didn't go that way. We went the other way, and then we went down to Cafe Batu and got dessert. Yeah, we got dessert at Cafe Batu on Sunday, and we got dessert at Cafe Batu last night, and we probably will get dessert at Cafe Batu tonight, I'm just saying. But we went to Cafe Batu, and then we were talking, hanging out. That was fun. And then it's like, oh, yeah, so we're going to go back to our hotel. This is still Sunday night. And no, I backtracked from yesterday. But hey, stream of consciousness video blogging. We go back to our hotel, and they come with us. And I was like, all right. And we just hung out by the pool for like 2-3 hours. We left the restaurant at like 9:30, 10. We left Batu at like 10:30, 10:45. They left our hotel at like 1:30. Actually, I don't think they left our hotel. The Euro Cup was playing, and one guy wrote down, he like just stopped me. He's just like, hey, yeah, so you girls should come and like chill with us in our house that we have here. I'm really good at that accent, right? I know. He's like, yeah, you guys should like really come chill with us at the house that we have here. You are in Kuta tomorrow. It's like just past Kuta. It's a great place. You can like crash there with us for like a couple hours. And I was like, yeah, no, because I don't do house calls abroad because half the time I probably don't know where I am. So at any rate, we didn't do that. But he was like, yeah, so if you guys want to hang out tomorrow, you should like let us know. I was like, oh yeah, sure. Do you want us? He's like, no, I write down our email addresses and our names for you guys. You guys can just like add us on Facebook or something. And I was like, oh, okay, sure. And I like go and have a conversation with somebody else. And then he like turns around, he at the front desk, he like wrote down everything and he like hands it to me. And I was like, I have nothing, I had no pockets because I had on a skirt as a dress. I'm like, well, I had no pockets. So I just handed it over to my roommate. And I was like, hey, hold on to this and we'll like get it to the other girls later because everybody else had gone to bed. And I was deep in conversation about American health insurance politics. And so I had not ended my conversation by the time I got to the front desk. But yeah, it was cool. And then last night, the second, we didn't hang out with them, obviously, when we were in Kuta. We didn't, because we didn't have a number to like call them on. And me and Kana, we just did our own thing. We found these necklaces. Let me show you. They are so beautiful and unique. And I got so many of them. There's an actual photo. I'm just going to hold this one up. Oh my gosh, it's kind of like I'm on the, what is it? The CVQB network where they're selling the jewelry. This beautiful stone necklace was, wait. Let me make it like a real. This beautiful stone necklace was made, handcrafted in Bali by a Sumatran man by the name of Imposani. Look at that. Look at how it shines. You too can participate in this once in a lifetime, extremely beautiful, valuable buying experience for the low price of 3 installments of $29.99 plus a $8.99 shipping and handling. Taxes not included. Look at that. I know, right? I'm actually good at selling jewelry. Oh snap! But at any rate, yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get people necklaces, and then I'm gonna have one for me. And I picked out necklaces that I think everybody will like. They're all completely different necklaces, completely different styles, but there's one for everyone. So, to those of you who are getting a necklace, I posted this. I posted the photo on Facebook. I have posted the photo on my blog. Hopefully, people are still looking at my blog. And if not, then hey, guess what? I'm going to cycle back through a second summer session so you at home can catch up with me. And yeah, so at the end of the day, I'm going to have a cool necklace. Everybody else is going to have a cool necklace. And that guy who sold me the necklaces yesterday gets a major thumbs up and snaps all around 2 circles at the same time because he was so nice. I had 75,000 rupee out. That we had agreed on 90,000 rupiah. And he's like, no, you know what? Keep the change. I was like, whoa, I got it all out on the table. He's like, keep your rupiah. I'm going to give you these necklaces for 75,000 rupiah, not 90. It's like, what? It was so nice. I almost wanted to cry. I was like, people that give these necklaces to are going to love them. And I love you forever because of this. Oh, also, fun fact. Kane was like, why aren't you an anthropology major? Right? Why? Because I asked him he asked us where we were from. I was like, oh, we're from America. And then I was like, what about you? He says, guess where I'm from. And I look him up and down. I look at his physical stature, facial characteristics and structure. And I just looked and I was like, Sumatra. And he was like, yes. He looked so surprised. When I tell you that a grown man looked more surprised than a 3-year-old who got a clown for his birthday party after his parents said it was cowboy and Indian theme, that was that man's face. He's like, how did you know? I was like, I just know. He's like, you really traveled around Indonesia. How many places have you been? I was like, I haven't been many places but Java, Central Java, and Eastern Java. But I've ran into a lot of people. And now I look at the list. I realized that I've really seen a lot of different people from Indonesia, and I understand how diverse it is because I didn't really understand the diversity of Indonesia initially. I've seen people from Sulawesi, North Sulawesi, that is. Papua, obviously, that's my research. Timor, 2 types of people from Timor. One man who was like 6'4" at least. Yeah, I know. And he was from East Timor. And another, the driver who picked us up from the airport, he was from Timor. And when I looked at him at first, I was like, oh, a black man with wavy hair actually made it to Indonesia, which I'm pretty sure there are other black people here, but I just have not seen them yet. It's my running joke for this summer session. He's like, no, I'm from Timor. I was like, wait, what? All right. But he was also tall. So there we go. So what have we got? We've got Java, Central Java, and Eastern Java. Those are two different provinces, but it's on the same island. I think that's the way it's broken down. Sulawesi, North Sulawesi, that is. Timor, people from Bali, obviously, and Maluku, the Maluku Islands. Yes, I saw a man from the Maluku Islands. Remember, I was telling you guys, we were downtown, we went to go see the puppet show, and we were taking pictures of the statue, and the man was like, black, she black. And Liz is like, yes, she is black. He's like, no, but she black, girl. Like, she black. And I was like, why does this man keep screaming black? Like, what did I do wrong? Because I had on black running pants. And then he was like, you're black. And I was like, yes. I'm like, what about you? He's like, I'm from the Maluku Islands. I was like, oh my gosh, Spice Islands. And we kind of had a connection there because I said Spice Islands and I knew about it. Yeah, I know. Crazy. So So yeah, I guess he was from Sumatra. And then Kane was like, "How did you know that?" I was like, "National Geographic." And my time here in Indonesia. Yeah, National Geographic. For any of you Nat Geo nerds out there, did a special, and they're like, "Did hobbits really exist?" Remember, right? It was right after the last Lord of the Rings came out. I know. And they were just talking about like people that were kind of like hobbits and how they had intermixed with humans. Yeah. And they originated on what is now the island of Sumatra in Indonesia. I know. I know. That was a good neck roll. And that was a good accent. And that was a good use of knowledge I did not just learn in a typical classroom. Because this entire experience thus far in Indonesia, I have learned that the classroom is just but one facet and element in learning for life and academics. And when one is able to blend together academics with the real world, their educational experience goes up exponentially. It was so good, right? The outdoor classroom commercial that just ran through my head and across your computer screens. Um, so that's pretty much what I did yesterday. Oh, I also walked up and down the beach, and I found a Circle K on the beach, and I commenced to drink 2 drinks before paying for either one of them because I was so thirsty. Yeah, I said it. Um, yeah, so that's what I did yesterday. It was very, as you can tell, my day yesterday was like very, very good, very long, drawn out. And then today, let's see what we did. I bought this bracelet. I think I bought a bracelet like this once before, but I'm not really sure. I have a lot of bracelets. But this bracelet is simply for myself. And I was going to get my cousin Tony. I know, Tony, you're about to be upset with what I'm about to say. And I am sorry. I was going to buy my cousin Tony some Bob Marley black and white vintage style type swim trunks, not shorts, because a swim short is above the thigh, and a swim trunk comes to the knee. And Tony is a man, and he does not need to be wearing shorts that come above his knee. No man should be wearing shorts that come above his knee, unless he is a swimmer. And that's the way I feel. And there are plenty of people that don't do that, but hey, everybody is free to have an opinion in America, which is where this video is being viewed. Some of you caught that, some of you didn't. But yeah. So yeah, anyways. But I tried them on because I know that, you know, if anything, it's better to be too big than to be too small. Right? And I was like, so 25,000 rupiah? And the woman looks at me, she says, no, 150. And I was like, 150 rupiah? Like, y'all don't even have 150 rupiah coins. And I realized she meant 1,000. And I was like, no, I don't have that much. She says, no, 150,000 rupiah simply because these are the best. These are the best. I'm feeling these swim trunks. I'm like, I know they're the best, but like, oh, my sister, my Indonesian Balinese sister. Can I get some unity? Can you please sell these for a cheaper price? And she was not budging. I was like 30. She's like 150. I was like, I'm sorry. And I just proceeded to walk out the door. Well, there wasn't a door because I wasn't really in the building, but I just like walked out of that section of the street. Then I saw ties because I realized that my daddy needs a gift, and since I love my daddy, I was going to get him a tie, which he really likes ties. Like, even though my parents are divorced, we have a tie collection for my dad at our house. So yeah, and he has plenty of ties to spare at his own home in Virginia. Um, and those ties ran for 75,000 rupiah or 150,000 rupiah if they were silk. I was like, what? So I don't know what my daddy gonna get. He gonna get something, but I don't know what it is yet. They have fake Rolexes though. I don't really know if I can get through customs with that. My whole thing is like, how am I gonna get through customs with some of the stuff that I have? I've got herbs, not those kind of herbs. Tea leaves. How am I gonna get through customs with that? I have bracelets. How am I gonna get through customs with that? We bought DVDs. I'm not bringing those DVDs back into the States with me. I don't know how they are ever going to be viewed again, but I know the titles. They're all up here. Know how the story goes because I refuse to get arrested. Yeah. I can't go to jail. If I go to jail, what is I going to do? I know. So, yeah. Anyways, that sums up pretty much all that I've done in the last 3 days. I also walked on the beach today, and we walked really far down the beach. Almost crashed wedding. Yeah, I know. I walked past the wedding. I was like, I'm going to see a wedding in Bali, and it's going to be beautiful. And if I can, I'm going to crash it. And I couldn't crash it because the bride hadn't showed up. But I could have crashed that wedding. I could have. I could have. And it was a mixed wedding. There were Asians and Caucasians there. Yeah, I know. I said it. It was cool. And then we walked past. I thought I saw a church. I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys, it's a church. So I take a picture, and it's like this blue gold globe thingy looking out over the ocean. I'm like, I wonder if we can go in. So I walk around. It's the shape of a diamond. It's the diamond ball. They have weddings there. Crazy. And I could have gone to the building and explored one of the rooms that they have for the wedding occasions that they host there. But I didn't because I didn't know. I don't know trespassing laws in Indonesia, and I don't want to get like hurt or detained because I'm so close to leaving. Thank you, Jesus. Um, but I realized that they have like custom. They have rooms for you, and it's like welcome. The one room that I saw is like welcome to the wedding ceremony of Sum and Patrick. June 24th, 2012. And it's like still preserved the way it was the day they got married. It was so cute. So cute. If I were to get married abroad, I would get married in Bali, and I might just do it in the Diamond Ball because it seats 60 for a private ceremony, fully air conditioned. Oh, yeah, I said it. And then the garden outside and around it seats 400 guests. So you like literally come out and then bam, party starts. Party starts. Yeah, celebrate your new life together by busting a move. So yeah, that was pretty much it. And then I don't know, we walked down and the entire atmosphere changed. They say that the beach in Kuta, if you're not on a hotel or in a really, really nice like part of the beach, is a public beach and there's trash everywhere. I look around me and there is trash. There was a plastic bag just blowing nonchalantly down the beach. And I realized that a lot more Balinese are out there. And no one's really out on the beach, in the water, frolicking, playing around. So I realized that these people are like actual locals and the beach is not being maintained by anybody. Like the Balinese government, Indonesian government can't maintain part of the beach. Really? There are no trash cans around. There's just trash everywhere. I was like, I would not go. There's trash in the water. It was really a surprise because it's on the same stretch of beach that our hotel is on. And there were also no dogs with collars rolling around or dogs roaming around at all. I saw 3 cats. That was it. So it was kind of mind blowing to see just how a short walk can take you into a completely different world. And you don't know until you go. Um, so I think that's a take home message that I'll probably also discuss that with Dr. Nelly tonight at dinner. Just the dynamics of that because it was really, really surprising. And then the whole atmosphere changed. But then we walked back and it was great. And there's this restaurant that has like, it's set up kind of like the Bourbador. It's really kind of weird, kind of cute. And there's like 2 huge golden Buddhas. And I noticed something. Buddha had curly hair. And some people may not agree with me on this. But the swirls, like he always has his hair and it's like up in like a little knot, kind of like this. And there are these like swirls. I was like, Buddha got curly hair. I like you, Buddha. I see you, Buddha. I see your swag. And I give you a checkmate. So yeah, and then we went to lunch at this cafe place. That was really nice. Oh, I had this chicken. It's called the Ladybird. It's chicken breast on this baguette. Ooh, ooh, and a juice called Clean Me Up. It was so good. It was like carrot, lemon, honey, ginger. Haha. Yeah, you know how I am. I'm a juice. So yeah, and then I came back to the hotel, chilled out for 2 hours, watched Game Change. Yeah, following the 2008 campaign to bring in Sarah Palin for the Republicans. It was really good. I actually have mad respect for Sarah Palin right now after watching Game Change. I was like, what? What? Because it just seems like she overcame so much to just be in the assistant position. So all those jokes people would make about her, about like, oh, she's stupid, and I can see your ass shit from my backyard. Yeah, but at the same time, like, she worked really hard to try and, like, get her point across and, like, really understand. She, like, other people recognize her flaws, but she recognized her flaws and worked hard to try and overcome them. I am not giving an endorsement for the Republican Party, that I am on register as a Republican. But I am saying that I respect her as a woman in America, and as someone who was bashed and had their family bashed because nobody likes to be in that position. Well, anyway, we are going to go to dinner in about an hour. I am done talking thus far, but I will be vlogging tonight. Um, and hopefully I'll be online as well. And yeah, that was it. So have a good morning, America, because it is now. I'm waiting for the clock to change over. So. And good morning, America, because it is now 7 a.m. So good morning, America should be coming on. Check that. And I'll see you guys on the flip side or stateside, God willing.